I know good people, as you do, who have lost
a lot of them.
jobs. There's companies that just went out. There's a company that we know of that just shut their whole wholesale department down and didn't tell anybody.
Well, they did. They were hiring people on Thursday and then just closed on Friday.
Right.
Literally.
Wild. And those people will bounce back.
No, they will. I mean,
but times ain't easy.
No. And we just brought up how many people have less than $1,000 in their bank account. If they lose their job, what are they going to do?
Foreclose.
Right.
Or how about this? What people don't talk about. How high are credit card interest rates about to go?
Yeah, when they adjust. Oof.
And when do they adjust? The beginning of the year usually?
Depends on the company. Some after a year. But yeah, like whenever they're.
Yeah, so, I mean, it is tough out there. I don't know why the Fed's doing what they're doing. I don't know why they're hiking the interest rates this late. I don't know why. Maybe they think that people are spending too much money, too much retail money being spent. Maybe they're looking at those numbers. Maybe people are spending their savings accounts still instead of leaving their savings accounts. Maybe people are spending on credit too much and they just want to slow the spending down. Maybe, do you think that could be it? I think you might be onto something when they're trying to make a statement about what our government's doing with the printing of money and sending it all over the place.
Yeah. I mean, I find it I have a hard time believing that, because as times get tougher, because we are in a recession heading to one.
No, are we? Because they won't admit it yet. They said it's not going to start till January. I think we're in it now.
I think we're in it now too. And it's only going to get worse for at least the first quarter, probably 2 of next year. Even if you stopped raising the basis points, people are going to stop spending those credit cards because of the way that the economy's going. I mean, because they're going to see that regardless of what industry. Even if you keep your job,
I've stopped spending.
You are going to hurt in some capacity, or you're going to see people close to you hurting in some capacity and start saving because that's what you think you need to do.
Well, I've already stopped.
Me too.
Yeah, I don't go to the clubhouse anymore and order $1,000 of wine. I don't. Like, I completely shut down spending.
For good reason.
Yeah, no, seriously. Like, my wife and I talked about it. We have our budget, and we're doing that again, and it's shut down, and we're still making good money.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I don't panic. I think that if you continue to work hard, not everybody has this luxury. We own our own business. So if we continue to work hard, we can make do, right?
We can.
It's going to be tough. Next few years aren't going to be fun. But I was telling them today at the meeting up with my our partners is like, this is a perfect time for us to be expanding.
It is. It is. I had an AE tell me the exact same thing today.
What did he say?
He just said, look, I know rates are not great right now. Said, but you got in business at the absolute best time. Just keep your head down, keep pushing, keep grinding, get through this tough time, and you're going to come out on the other side of it way better off.
Yeah, I think this is the first time I've ever started a business at the right time.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's not going to be easy, but it's the right time.
Nothing good in life is easy, Ben.
True.
So, yeah, but I'm excited about this time because we are going to be growing. I'm going to be grinding, and we're going to be belly to belly with people, and we're going to do well. And, you know, one of the things about owning your own business is you just keep working hard, man. Just keep plugging away. Go get business. So, and, you know, typically a recession is good for housing.
Yeah.
And mortgage.
It is, especially when there's
How short-sighted do you have to be to
shortage.
close your company down?
I'm amazed. I am still amazed at that one.
I mean, there's a few.
Right.
How short-sighted?
AmeriSave, Loan Depot, Sprout.
PRMG?
Yep. What's the other one?
Home Point? Oh, not yet. I'm kidding, Home Point. My brother works there, so I'm just giving you all a hard time. I don't know. There's been a lot. You think Fairway's out of business yet? I'm kidding again, Fairway. Even though I did tell you all when you called, I won't do business with you. You want to know why I won't do business with him? It has nothing. Well, part of it is the UWM thing, but he told me that I sounded like somebody from AIM. You want to know why? I said,
Why?
dude, like I literally compete. Like one of your top producing loan officers, Ted, is in my market, and I literally compete against him all the time. No, I'm not going to send you business. He's like, you sound like you're a member of AIM. I said, I'm not. I'm not. And don't get me down that path because Ben, I'll go way down that path. And anyone who follows us on social media knows I've already kind of gone down that path when it comes to that whole thing.
Yeah.
I won't do business with somebody I have to compete with. Why am I going to put money in your pocket when your guys are competing with me?
Right. No, you're 100%.
But again, we can get into that's another podcast. You guys should go watch it.
Yeah.
And I had a lot of
great that one.
Yeah, and I have a lot of great feedback on that. But yeah, and maybe Fairway's good. You want to know what he said? He said, well, our wholesale channel's beating our retail by a full percentage point. Well, then you should tell retail to lower their pricing because they are ripping the consumer off. He didn't like that. He started arguing with me. I'm like, dude, like you're trying to call me for my business and you're going to argue with me? Like, that's fine. Like, you should find a different company. Do you want to come work for me? You can work on this side of the industry. I pay you more basis points than they pay you. It was funny. It was a cool conversation. He sent me an email afterwards. He's a veteran, so thank you for your service.
So that's about it.
No, I thank him for his service. I thank him for calling me. Listen, I will never rip somebody for calling me to try to get my business because I do it on a day-to-day basis. It's not easy to do.
Yeah.
I won't hang up. I'll have a conversation. He caught me right in the middle of having to unload the car, feed the dogs, like do all kinds of stuff. It was like I took a 5-minute break from work, super stressed out. I think it was a day we were losing multiple loans because of different reasons. Not like anything we did, but sometimes inspections and borrowers sign out proceed, that type of thing. And eventually it'll be another loan, but it takes so long to get them under contract for the home. Like it's a long sales cycle a lot of times in this market anyways, which it's still. I met with another realtor and I was explaining to them it's still an unhealthy market. 14, 15 days on average in our market. A healthy market is 35 days. So I guess it's still a seller's market. But I don't know. What do I know? But anyways, yeah, so he caught me in the middle of everything. So I was already in a bad mood. And I can be moody sometimes. And he was begging me for business. And then he said where he was from. And I said, Fairway, aren't you guys a retail shop? And he said something else, and I said, I can't work with you. And he said, why? I said, because UWM does not let me. And to be completely honest, I don't feel like being sued again. That's another episode that you guys should go watch it. And bang that red subscribe button while you're at it. But
you sure you don't want to start collecting cease and desists?
Oh, man. And he was like, fair enough. I was like, well, I hope so. I'm waiting to see how these things out in California, these lawsuits that are carrying out with some of the big boys out in California, big broker shops, how they carry out. Because there are a few going on, and UWM's going after them because they signed a contract and just didn't abide by the contract, and rightfully so. UWM should go after them if they signed a contract, but I really want to see what the court system says. Are you allowed to do this? Because if not, then then I think we need to shop around. But until then,
100%.
We signed something, and we aren't a big shop, so we're not going to shop around. Not by choice, because I would love to go to
being able to shop around is part of being a broker. So
and we can still shop around. We have 20 partners.
Oh, absolutely.
And if they ever did this again with any other lenders, I would end my relationship with them in a heartbeat. And I think that they know a lot of people would.
Right. They would. It's a line they don't want to cross, and they set,
Well, don't challenge Matt Ishbia. He might cross that line. He's got, he might cross that line. I could see him, like, he's not the guy you want to challenge.